Here we have a 2018 High Point RV smoke duct and a light. And if yours looks like that. So this is on a 2020 Astoria fifth wheel, and it drove me nuts that the light switch and the fan switch were upside down. So when you would hit up, it would be off, and down it would be on, and that makes no sense. Up is on, down is off. So that was really grinding my gears. So you have this little cover, and the cover sits up top like so, held in by one little screw right there. So after you take the screw off, it exposes some wiring, and you can see the switch is right up here, if it focuses for me. Just a regular switch, and it has these little prongs right there and on top, and if you squeeze the prong in, it goes in. I'll use a screwdriver so it's easier to see. See how it squeezes in? By squeezing that in and pushing forward, by squeezing that in, you can get the buttons out. I applied a little too much force. You can see I dented my stainless steel, but I think I'll be able to squeeze that back in. In any case, I was successfully able to rotate them. So now my switch is up is on, down is off, up is on, down is off, as good God intended. However, there's a little problem. I'll add a picture. When this is mounted, they take the negative terminal line that's coming in and they ground it to this. So this is actually grounded. So this entire smoke duct is metal and it's negative. While I was flipping this switch over, you can see inside that my protector slid back, and with my luck, of course, the positive line touched here and everything went dead. So I checked my fuse box. My fuse box is good. So I take the whole thing off. It's held in by 4 screws. 2 there, 2 there. The whole duct comes down. I'll add a picture of the wiring on the top. Took my multimeter, measured it, and I had 13.5 volts or 12.5 volts. So there was power there, but it wasn't coming on. So I took a closer look in here, and I saw this wire coming in. Now I have it cut here because I'm trying to repair it. And here you can see I put electrical tapes out and ground it out again. But basically what you see is here's this is called a heat shrink, and you can see that they put an inline something underneath the heat shrink. It looked like a resistor. So I cut it open to find out what it is, and sure enough, it was a inline fuse. I was just here a second ago. I must have lost it. Here it is. So that's the inline fuse. Let's see if I can. Of course, it was inside the heat shrink, and the fuse burnt out. So I cut it out, and now I gotta find a new fuse, probably Amazon or eBay. Now I did put them together here, and everything works. I'll show you. So now when I hit on off, nothing happens, and then I'm gonna leave them on so it's easier with one hand. When I connect these 2 wires, boom, we have light, we have fan. Look at that. Up, on, down, off. So you could leave it like that, and if you get up having another short from going down the road, what's going to happen is going to blow out this fuse in here. In my case, it's number 2. However, when the fuse blows, I lose my kitchen lights. I use my smoke detector. Actually, it's not a smoke detector, it's carbon monoxide, and I lose my radio. So you lose quite a few things, maybe even more. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'll be glad to answer.